The night before training camp began, Chad Kelly says he reflected on his journey from Ole Miss star in college to Mr. Irrelevant in the 2017 NFL Draft to off-field transgressions to Argos hero in the 109th Grey Cup.
How about Chad Kelly coming off of the bench for the injured McLeod Bethel Thompson and going to work like he belonged?
With all that running in his head, Kelly calls himself a, quote, man on a mission this season. And Toronto head coach Ryan Dinwiddie is eager to see what Kelly can do as Toronto's QB1. Kelly has never avoided comparisons to his Hall of Fame uncle and proudly wears Jim Kelly's famous number 12. But this is likely the younger Kelly's last chance to elevate the narrative of his pro football career and his public reputation, as eyes north and south of the border closely watch how a presumably wiser 29-year-old Chad Kelly leads a professional football team.
And joined now by our football insider Dave Naylor from Argos camp. And Dave, despite very limited CFL experience, Chad Kelly comes into the season as the Argos #1 quarterback. Now, what can fans expect from him this year in terms of the qualities that make him a special quarterback?
Well, I think when you look at Chad Kelly, one of the things that first jumps out is he's a really good athlete. You know, that is established right through his high school, college career, all those kinds of things. He's a guy who's loves the grind is the description that's put about it when it comes to all the things you've got to put in to be successful as a quarterback, the film study, the practice, the workouts, all those kinds of things. And in terms of what you're going to see on the field, I think a couple things jump out. One is his ability to extend plays with his leg. Think of the way fans see Zach Collaros do that with the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. Chad Kelly will be able to bring that element to the Toronto Argonauts. And the other is the way he throws the deep ball. Not only does he have the big arm that can throw the ball down the field, but he has a degree of accuracy that, as his coaches say, should give the receivers an opportunity to make a play on every throw. Unlimited potential is the label that Mike Miller, the Argonauts quarterback coach, gave him. Unlimited potential, we're not talking about the first 6 weeks of the season likely, but long term with Chad Kelly's skill set with the Toronto Argonauts, he certainly has a lot of upside.
So what are the challenges that he's going to face as the Argos #1 quarterback?
Well, the biggest one is he hasn't played a lot of football in the last 7 years. I mean, the last time Chad Kelly was a #1 quarterback was during the 2016 season, and he was at the University of Mississippi. Now, he did spend some time in the National Football League with both Indianapolis and the Denver Broncos, but that was strictly as a backup, the same role he had with the Argonauts last year. And Ryan Dinwiddie talking about the fact that, yeah, he's got to get in his ear a little more and remind him of things more than if it was a veteran quarterback. But interesting, Pete Costanzo is the Argonauts passing game coordinator. He was with the Calgary Stampeders when Bo Levi Mitchell took over as their starting quarterback in 2014, had very limited playing time at that time. He said he went to his group of veteran receivers and said, hey, you've got to be smart, you've got to be sharp, we've got a young quarterback, and his development and his success is going to depend a lot on you. He went to the receiving group of the Toronto Argonauts this spring and made the same speech. Chad Kelly also recognizing the experience he has around him with the Argonaut receivers and plans to harvest that as well this season.
Well, if he can be anything like Bo Levi, it's a pretty good comparable. Dave Naylor, thanks for this.